Hey, YouTube, what's happening? How you guys doing this, Thursday night, Friday morning now? It's like 12 o'clock Friday morning. Just chilling out, getting some thoughts together. So, I was watching some old Hollywood clips, like it was like Bob Hope. For those of you who know who Bob Hope was, he was a great American actor, comedian, producer. Bob Hope. They were at an awards, and him and Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire is another American actor, entertainer. These guys, they were doing this thing even before I was born. But this clip so happened to be back in the 70s or early 80s. But Fred Astaire was an old man even at that time. And there was a segment in the award show where he was, showcasing his dancing. He was the guy who was in that movie, that whole Singing in the Rain clip. Very famous, what do you call it? A very, famous movie, a famous segment in the movie when he was dancing in the rain. I'm having a, forgive me if I'm talking a little slow. All right. But the thing is, you could see the dedication to the art, he was old. He was still doing it, but it wasn't like he used to do it even at that time. But you could still see the quality in his selling, the performance, And I was watching some old Johnny Carson clips, and Jim Carrey. It was like the first time he appeared on Carson back in the early 90s. And he killed it. It was amazing. He killed it, even back then, He did an Elvis Presley impersonation, and, he did a Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. And, some of you might say, oh, that's cornball or whatever. But, that got him to more gigs, to more work. So you can call it what you want. But I was thinking, the dedication and the commitment and the perseverance to your work is what pays off, I guess. I'm guilty of not. I've got a lot of talents, and I've kind of shifted around, trying to develop everything at one time. But it's like that old Confucius saying, you chase 2 rabbits and then you'll catch none. You know what I'm saying? But, the value and the quality of artistry has been bastardized and watered down because of the pursuit of the fruit of it, the pursuit of the money instead of the love for the craft of it. When corporations took over and contracts, was life or death, that's when everything changed, So I don't know, I guess somehow got to try to get back to the value of the art. And, you know, the money will come. The money will come. That's what I'm thinking, you know. The opportunity and the doors will open up, and then the money will come, you know. But it's kind of sad that, you know, things turn into that kind of BS, you know, just chasing the money. I mean, money's important. I'm not saying anything is wrong with being rich or wealthy or having a lot of money. That's not my point. My point is, you know, don't forget the love of the craft and the perseverance of it, and the you know, the professionalism that you put into it. You know, because all I see now is garbage. These female rappers out of, I don't know where they're from, all this sexy red, you gotta stop it. But you know what? It's not their fault, because these labels, they see it, they Frankenstein it, and then they make money off it anyway, because they know how to do it. And the so-called artists, long as they're getting the so-called bag, they don't give a shit. Excuse my language. You know, I know people like Megan Thee Stallion. She's a gimmick. She's a gimmick, you know? I'm not saying she's not talented in some way. I'm not disrespecting her, but I don't see anything. She's just shaking her ass all over the place with some rap lyrics. But, you know, again, I'm not mad at it. You know, I just think it's cheap. You know, she's an attractive woman. You know, I'm not hating on that. But it's disrespectful to the entertainment, to the craft of real, true entertainment. You know, Madonna, even when she was doing her thing, at least she could sing. At least she could, you know, she had like actual good music. You know, the music was all club music. You know, I mean, everybody loved Madonna. I mean, you know, black, white, or otherwise. You know, it was just, there's a lot of artists that crossed the line, that crossed the genres, you know. Country music. But anyway, my point is, excuse me, watching those guys just made me think of how dedicated they were to what they were doing. You know? And I don't think it's too late. I think it can come back. But, you know, things are changing so fast now. I don't know. You gotta just stay focused on what it is you want to do, you know, and stick with it. If it makes sense, you know, because sometimes you'll, like Ty Lopez says, he says, you can spend a lot of time, a lot of years on something and realize you chose the wrong thing to do. I mean, that's what he said. He didn't say it that way, but that's pretty much what he said. You know, so, you know, I don't know if young people who may be watching, if you're in college or, you know, I always say college is not necessary for everything. But if you want to go just to say you have what they call a so-called education, to stay in the game, you go ahead and do that, because you need a college education to work at Starbucks now, pretty much, the way things are. So, yeah, just chiming in, just thinking out loud, pretty much. Wanted to share with you on YouTube, general chat. You can subscribe if you like. If not, maybe I need to get my content up a little better, but it's okay. It's all fair. All fair in love and war. If you would like to, if you're generous, if you're like some really wealthy person and you're just looking to help people, well, I have a Cash App. It's $iMagnet, the number 1. $ uppercase I, lowercase magnet, and 1. And you can donate as much as you like. That would be great, because I always pay it forward. And I always, again, this is not a religious channel, but I always pray over gifts that I get so that the person who gifts me can be blessed and get it back, tenfold. Why not? It's all good. All right, hey, have a good night. I'll chime in with you later. Peace.